This is A House from Space, starring Simon Pegg. When you've reached the pinnacle of pop, can't be half bad. And if I go through what I like to call the classic lineup, when there were 5 of you, and you take Victoria Beckham, fashion designer, Melanie Brown, talent show judge, Emma Bunton, radio DJ, Jerry Halliwell, and Melanie Chisholm, polymath. How does that description sit with you?
What does it mean?
Well, you're not only a jack of all trades, but a master of them as well.
Obviously, you'll be mentioning her theatre career.
That can work.
Blood Brothers in the West End. You were nominated for the Best Actress in a Musical at the Olivier Awards. You can be a musician, you can be an actress, you can be a judge, you can turn your hand to whatever you want to be.
Well, yeah, I'm very flattered. It's funny, you know, being a Spice Girl, it's just a bizarre thing, because at the time when we were together, like, everything we did turned to gold. You know, there was really no, you know, nothing negative. It was just kind of, you know, this meteoric rise. Didn't last very long, but at that time we just felt invincible.
Where do you actually go from there? Because you've got to the top of the game. Do you think you have to do something radically different, say theatre, or do you kind of just think, I'll give it up and be a family person?
I think, you know, obviously the Spice Girls were so successful that, you know, it's enabled me to be quite picky and to do the things I want to do. And opportunities have just, you know, I've just been really lucky. Opportunities have just kind of landed in my lap. So I think probably the most frustrating time for me would be like after my second solo record, because my first solo record was really successful internationally, it did so well, and then the next one not so much. And so I suppose I've been kind of trying to claw my way back into being deemed a successful solo artist in the UK again, but it's not really happened. But I'm at peace with that now, and my next album, I am making it for me. I'm not trying to make anything that's, you know, because you're always battling to get airplay, because you need airplay to get chart position, and I just think as an artist that part of my career is over. I have a fan base.
Well, I think we should try and concentrate on some positives at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, it's I don't think that part of your career's definitely over. If it is, let's face it, you know, you had a damn good shot at it.
Absolutely.
You've got a lot
complaint.
got a lot to show for it. Is the second album that didn't sell as well as you would have hoped for, is that your favourite albums of the ones you've done? Do you rate it?
I don't think it was my strongest album. It had some great songs in it, but my first album, you know, is a really special album to me. I absolutely adore that, and it was great because it was my breaking out of being a Spice Girl, you know. So it's a very important album. I work with incredible people, but my next favourite album was in fact my last album called The Sea, which I released in 2011, and you know, it did okay. But
the only reason I say this though is because you take the Beastie Boys, Paul's Boutique, an album that they released. It's a change in direction for them. It was after they'd had all the, you know, we're the Beastie Boys when they came out with the Volkswagen badges and all that. Paul's Boutique is now viewed as a Stonewall classic. It is, I think, the best Beastie Boys album by far. It is a work of absolute genius. At the time, derided, didn't really sell that well. People thought they were finished. So what I'm saying to you is, work with the Beastie Boys.
Go on then, that'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but well.
I actually went to dinner with one of the Beastie Boys once.
All right, how did that turn out?
It was good. It wasn't a date. His wife was there. But I was working with Rick Rubin, and he's friends with the guys, yeah. It's quite surreal. I've had some surreal moments in my life.
Which Beastie Boy was it?
I don't know.
Oh, gosh. You're known to be one of the most down-to-earth and personable celebrities there are. But how do you retain a modicum of normality? For instance, is it good for you to be papped going to the shops in a tracksuit bottom to buy some milk? Is that a good thing?
I don't care. I think there was the time in my life when I was very conscious about you know, being photographed and being criticised. But I'm 41 now, so it really doesn't bother me. There's more important things I have to be considering.
And is that real age or show business age?
That's my real age.
Okay. Because we almost have a show. Do you know what my show business age is? 24. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
It has been a pleasure. And I wish you the best in your recording career, your acting career, and his life as a general polymath. Melanie C, a Renaissance woman for our times.